All right, so here today, I wanted to share this with you so you are aware of what's going on. Currently, a lot of people in my comments are saying like, "Yo, go. Do these leaks change things now? Do they make it where I need to go and change my summoning plan? Do these leaks make it where I need to change how I'm approaching the next stuff?" And again, I just wanted to go over this information because yes, now that we have a 3-week banner, we expected a 2-week. We expected a 2-week. It changes it now to a 3-week. So the date is going to get pushed back by a week because first, you were clearly were thinking it was 4 weeks, right? Because how a banner works when it's a singular, it's a 2-week banner. Then going into another singular, it's a 2-week banner, right? So it's a 2-week, 4-week, correct? When it's a double banner, where if it was like, if they launched Nero and Leona in the same update, that's going to be a 3-week banner because one launches the first week of the update, the second week of the update is the second one, third week is a blank week, and then the fourth week following that week, if it makes sense to you, I'm sorry, I'm butchering it here, but that's going to be now a brand new character in a different set. That's how it works, okay? So because of all this stuff, things are a little bit more weird. It basically pushes back some dates here, and it also changes some people's ideas here. I'm going to give my thought process on everything. If you want to take my advice, you're more than welcome to. Up to you. With that being said, also, if you want to sub to my other channel there, I'll be covering One Punch Man World when that launches. Game comes out in a few days, so thought I'd say that. Like and subscribe. I was out of time. Let's jump into it, boys. Let's have some fun. First things first, let me just establish 2 facts here. First thing, I do not know if this character is limited or not. In this game, we have not gotten a character that is not of this sort. Remember, the only character really is Scarlet, but you can't count that because she's a pilgrim. So we have to subtract that character. Now, we've never seen a different character release under the same name being Privity. Now, if this Privity is a limited Privity, it makes sense, but if it's not, it also makes sense. It could happen, who knows, right? Because yeah, Scarlet does exist. So, there is that, but every variation turns out to be that. They could be doing a seasonal or limited for maids this year. They could do it that way. We expected, because maid was a 2-banner last year, it made sense to do 2 banners this year. Now, it also makes sense that they make that maybe a seasonal character. I cannot confirm that information. So whatever I tell you in this video, you have to know that that can change, right? She could be limited, she could not be limited. We don't know. Most likely, I'm going to lean on the limited side. That makes the most sense to me because, again, it's unprecedented that a character has gotten a variant without it being limited. I'm not going to count Scarlet as a pilgrim. So that's my 10 cents. All right, cool. That's literally limited if you think about it. Scarlet is literally limited. She's a, what, 0.05 something percent chance to get her now that she's gone on banner. So just I consider that limited, boys. Can't imagine, but yeah, that's there. So with that fact out the way, let's establish that. Now, what do we establish next? Currently, the number one question I am getting is this: is Leona worth it? Now that Privity exists, is Leona worth it? People keep asking me this. Let me just establish a fact. I get it. I've seen some of the comments come by saying, go, listen, remember how much you hated on Tove? Remember how much you hated on Leona? And guess what? Shotgun Meta's back. Look at what a clown you look like. You have to realize something. When did Leona launch? Let's establish that as a fact. She launched right after a damn pilgrim. Right after Winter Owner Ludmilla. Am I stupid for telling people to skip? No. What are you saying? People just forget what is back and what was behind it and what was in front of it. You could not physically make it for Tove. Even me, whatever it is, I could not. Physically, and I've been saving pity for so long. I could not. If I wanted to, I would have literally torched my account, missing both Winter Ludmilla and Mika, which is kind of stupid. This character, I can wishlist. Though it might be not a good chance. People are still waiting for Mask and other characters. It is true, but skipping, like, Christmas and then potentially any character for Tove is wild. So I stand by what I said. You want to call me a clown for that? I told you it wasn't worth it for Tove. I told you that. And it's not. You could not make it for these two if you went in on for Tove, right? Yeah, maybe you got lucky, got her early, but once if players had to chase her, and they dumped out not getting both these characters, whatever it is, consider Mika, whatever, but kind of missing out on Ludmilla would suck. Like, genuinely. Wait till next year, never pull her again. Why, right? Then it comes down to it. Even if you didn't care for this, you care for this probably, right? And you were just coming off of this. There is no chance that anything could have saved you. So I stand by what I said. I never really also said Tove was like that. I mainly said again that she is like it's Mass 2.0. In the future, she can change. You saw how tier list ranked her. They said somewhere she's S, which was not bad. So that's what happened. But it's now the case where Leona exists. Yes, Leona works with a new character very well. But again, it's at a bad time. Players can't make it. They're okay with skipping. I think that this leak doesn't change anything for you. I genuinely think. And everyone's like, no, this changes it. You gotta summon. No. I don't think still Leona's worth it. Just because, yes, you have to realize that we don't know if Privity's limited. I can't give you that information. I don't know. She could be limited. She probably is limited. That's why I'm saying tread with that as the caution and realize that, okay, let me first acquire Privity before I go and try to build a shotgun comp that I don't have most of the characters for. Why do it, right? And I also don't think that shotgun comp is becoming like, you know, game changing, game breaking. People are like pushing that as a kind of notion in my comments. I still don't think so. So what I would say is the best thing is to still skip Leona. I do not think that's the case, that it's like, oh my god, she's a must-have now. I stand by my decision of telling people the only worth the banners was this, going for Ludmilla if you liked her, and she was pretty good. If you liked Mika, do what you want with that one. I was more in the air about that one. She's not bad, but she's not good. It's simply the case. But Tove, I told you to skip. I stand by that. I don't think that I you know, deserve the cloud on that one. But remember also, again, I don't want to keep repeating it, but I'm just saying, there is a collaboration at some point. It's like Nier 2.0. I'm repeating this thousands of times just because, yes, it can happen. Realize where we're at right now. Because, again, this year there was a double banner last year. This year was 2 banners separated. That pushes everything back by a week now because double banners only last for 3 weeks. Separate banners last for 4 weeks, right? So, where we're at right now, Moran will launch on basically, what, 25th? Yeah, let's say 25th. So Moran launches on the 25th. When Moran launches on the 25th, it will then kick the next banner up, which we think is Aid on the 8th. So February 8th, Aid will launch. This year over here, it clearly launched on the 1st where the main update launched. So we're a week ahead. We push now 3 weeks because we're thinking it's a double banner at the same time, not a single. We're gonna push that. Let's just say that is the case. If it's a single banner, that's wild actually. But because it's a Maiden Valentine update, I'm guessing they're not going to separate it. So let's just go with a non-separation. That's gonna push the next banner on the 29th of February. Now, boom, it makes a lot of sense. They pushed it back. You get the collaboration there. If you do not get the collaboration right here on this date, February 29th, what are they gonna do? Because remember, that pushes everything. It's a 3-week banner. Like, again, Nier clearly was. So that's gonna push everything down to the 21st, which clearly, right after this, a week again, in addition here, that's when that launches. I don't think it's gonna make sense anymore. Because guess what? If they do it that way, where they launch another banner on the 21st, you know what you run into right after that? A Annie, right? The half Annie's right there. So it's like a double banner in between and then boom, Annie. If they physically can. If they push it back, it's only 1 banner and then Annie. So I'm hoping they don't like completely screw us. Like at this point, if they go the way of pushing the collab back another banner, at that point, don't even give us a collab because you're just gonna screw us again. Because it's collab into Annie, right? If people have to obtain both characters, that's 400 pity. If people have to obtain one character and pity the other character, you probably aren't amassing a pity in time for this, because if you have to potentially pity the limited character, what happens? So at this point, if the collaboration doesn't land on the 29th, probably call it quits. That thing's not coming, correct? Because that's like the last possible date that makes sense. Other than that, they have to push it. That means you're launching the collab if they push it on March 12th. March 12th, bro. So, I mean... Oh, wait, no. I got that wrong. No. Because I'm wrong there, I think. Yeah, so I was around right. It's March 14th, okay? That's when you launch, again, the collaboration. Then the collaboration will now go and end 3 weeks later, all the way on, it looks like April 4th. So April 4th, which is basically here, so right between these dates, put a double banner, and boom, it's the Annie. So in any sense here, this whole thing is scuffed. What I will say is Leona doesn't, this league doesn't change anything. I still wouldn't say Leona's someone like that. If you really love Privity and you want to make it work, good luck. But don't go deep into this banner trying to get Leona, then fail miserably, and then proceed to miss out on Privity because you chose to go that deep on this banner, and then fail on Privity, then potentially fail and flail on the collab too, right? It's like, just skip this, wishlist it. I get it might be Mass 2.0 for you. I'm in the same boat. I skipped Mass. I know. It was a bad time. Everybody comes back and says, oh, you told us to skip Mass. Look what happened. Bro, you had summer right before Mass, literally, and summer right after Mass. And we knew this was coming. And there was a collab right after. I stand by my decisions in telling you to skip. I still think my advice was rock solid there. So, that sounded... Never mind. Like and subscribe. I was out of time. Peace out, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care, everyone. And yeah, cool. All right, cool.